Hey guys, and welcome! Today I'm gonna show you how you can counter the two new helicopters in Battlefield 2042, especially when they are in their stealth mode and you can't log onto them with the Soflam, XML or other anti-air missiles. The two new helis that were added with the start of Season 1 are the YG-99 Hannibal for the Russians and the RAH-68 Euron for the Americans. Both aircrafts have the same stats, handling and weapons, and both also have a stealth ability. By default, the heli is in attack mode and can use a machine gun or different kinds of missiles, and in this mode it's also vulnerable to lock-on gadgets like the Soflam or the XML. But if the pilot wants to avoid this, they can activate the stealth mode, and they have to do this manually, it's not happening automatically. Then the appearance of the heli changes and the visible guns and rocket launchers disappear, and then enemy players or vehicles can also not log onto the heli anymore. And if you try, you will only get the message in stealth, but nothing happens. And since this stealth mode doesn't have a limit, the pilot can use it for as long as they want it to use if no one breaks it. And that makes it so much harder to counter these new helicopters. So now the question is, of course, how do you break the stealth mode and how do you make the heli vulnerable for lock-on systems again? Well, in general, there are two different ways to do this, either electronically or mechanically. And electronically means by hacking the helicopter and resetting its stealth mode. And the only way to do this is with a specialist Rao, cause he's the only one with a hacking ability and also the go-to specialist when it comes to countering vehicles. To use Rao's Cyber Warfare suite, just bring up the ability with 3 on PC or D-pad left on controller and then point your crosshair at the heli. If it is within the range of the suite, the crosshair will turn yellow. If not, it will stay red. When it is in your range, hold the trigger button to start hacking. When it's done, the crosshair will turn red and the HUD message will change to target hacked. This will not only disrupt the HUD elements of everyone inside the helicopter, but will also turn off its weapon systems and all other abilities like flares or the stealth mechanic. The effect lasts for about 10 seconds, and when it's over, the heli will have a firewall up for another 10 seconds, so you can't immediately hack it again. But during the time the effect lasts, you and your teammates can log onto the heli with all available anti-air gadgets and launchers. In addition, the stealth ability itself also has a short cooldown, so the pilot can't get into the mode right away after the hacking effect has ended. More ways to break the stealth electronically doesn't seem to exist, cause Casper's drone or the EMP grenade don't work. So even if you would manage to hit the heli with an EMP grenade, it wouldn't break the stealth. And for Casper's drone it doesn't work as well, because you would have to log onto the heli in order to do the EMP blast, and since you can't log on when it's in stealth, this doesn't work. But besides this, there's also a mechanical way to break the stealth, and that's simply by dealing damage to it. And to do this, you have several options. The best one is definitely to use the new specialist Liz and her rocket launcher. Just aim down sights with it, and if the heli is within the range of the launcher, the HUD will turn blue. If it's out of range, it will turn yellow. Then fire the rocket and steer it to the target. Shortly before the impact, and to make it harder for the pilot to dodge the rocket, you can also boost it by pressing Shift on PC or the left stick on console. This will make the rocket faster until it either runs out of fuel or it hits the target. Another weapon that works pretty well against these helis and also breaks the stealth is the NTW-50, the anti-material rifle. In combination with Sundance or the XML launcher, this has a great effect against stealth helicopters. Just give it one hit with the NTW to break the stealth, and then you can easily log onto them. What also works are hits with the armor-breaking ammunition of the Wildcat or with the armor-piercing shells of the underbarrel launcher, but for the last one it's really hard to hit the heli, especially when it's flying really high, so the NTW or Liz rockets are the better option. What I tried here as well, and what doesn't work, is the normal anti-armor ammunition that you can equip to almost all weapons. Cause for this ammo type, the stealth only breaks when the heli gets really low on health, and with the little damage these bullets deal, you will run out of ammo before dealing enough damage to break the stealth, so that's not very useful. A gadget that always works on the other hand, and also against all kinds of vehicles and aircrafts, is the recoilless M5. With this one, you can either log onto the heli when it was designated by a Soflam before, or you have to fire it directly. But this needs a bit more skill and also luck to destroy or hit a helicopter. But when it hits hard, and both of the stealth helicopters as well as the Nightbird are one-shot to it, so it's hard to do but very efficient. Once you broke the stealth with whatever technique you prefer, you can log onto the heli with all kind of air gadgets the game has to offer. So either Sundance's anti-armor grenades, the XML missile launcher, the anti-air missiles of the Wildcat or the Jets, or with the Soflam. But with the Soflam you always need others around you that use your mark and fire the rocket launchers at the target. If you want to know more about how the Soflam works, just check out the specific video I made about it. And that's it for today, just a short guide on how to break the stealth mode of the new helicopters and what you can use or not use to counter them. If this helps you, be sure to drop a like or a comment below and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching, I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome!